Oh, come on. And away we go. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Indiana Fever Basketball. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this game to you, as tonight they will face the Atlanta Dream for the third time within 6 weeks. These teams have split their meeting so far. Atlanta won in Indianapolis by 91-90, after the Fever made a great comeback from 13 down to get back into the ball game. But then two free throws won the game for Atlanta. That final again was 91-90. And then they went to Atlanta, the Fever did, and picked up a 9-point win, 85-76 there. And these two are meeting for the third time. As mentioned, they have split their first two meetings on the season. Going back to last Saturday night in a primetime game in Chicago, the Indiana Fever simply blew out the Chicago Sky, that final 79-52. And remember, they're playing tonight's game, and they have played the last four games without star guard Caitlin Clark, who will be out of tonight's game. Sophie Cunningham also will be out of tonight's game. But the Fever got on a roll at the tail end of the first half, and they just kept on rolling. And they win that game on Saturday by a final of 79-52. The Connecticut Sun beat the Atlanta Dream in their last game in Jordan Canada's season debut. And Canada will play tonight in her 7th year out of UCLA. It was Kelsey Mitchell that led the Fever with 17 points, but it was balanced scoring all over the place. The key to tonight's game for Indiana: you have to take care of the basketball. You cannot turn the ball over against the Atlanta Dream that love to get out and run. And the lineups are being introduced for this Commissioner's Cup game. And how about some predictions? Make some predictions in the chat of what you guys believe the final score will be in tonight's game. And I'm taking a few things down because I want to spread this. I want to spread this channel to everybody. Ryan Howard is the key for Atlanta tonight. And we got a couple chatters here. Rudy Adversala, Hawaiian Snowman here. He says, great show. Mahalo. Thank you. And welcome from Hawaii. And Kelly Fitz says, where should we let go when we love to make a choice on who should we let go when we have to make a choice on McDonald? That's a great question. That's a great question, because she was a hardship signing. And when the pieces come back together, the pieces being Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, that's a great question on who we have to let go. They're 2-0 with Ari McDonald in the rotation. And the starting lineup for Indiana: Sydney Colson, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexie Hall, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston. That's your starting lineup for Indiana. Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, Brianna Jones, and Brittney Griner, the starting five for the Atlanta Dream. Fever trying to make it 2 out of 3 against Atlanta tonight, and bring their record above 500. The last time they were above 500, they were 2-1 on the year. Bring your friends and everyone who loves women's basketball, because we are going to be the hub for it going forward. And we got a lot of work to do to help get the word out about that. Indiana playing in their white uniforms, white tops and bottoms. And Caitlin Clark says she will be ready come Saturday for a big home game against New York. And we'll have all the Fever games for you this year. Again, didn't get a chance to do the Full Court Fever pregame show or Full Court Fever podcast. Has so much other stuff that was on the table. We're going to try to bring every game. No, change that. We're going to bring every game to you. You all have been so supportive of our coverage of the Fever. Stephanie White is the head coach for Indiana in her second tour of duty. And it's Carl Smesko, who is the coach for the Atlanta Dream after 23 seasons at Florida Gulf Coast. Won 611 games. We're about set to go from Atlanta, and the tip is controlled. Nope, they'll try it again. It's Griner against Aaliyah Boston. The tip is controlled by Gray, and Gray comes across into the front court, gives it to Canada outside right. Jordan Canada stops and starts. Now plays it to Howard, right of the key. Howard plays it back to Gray. Gray holds and looks with 8 on the shot clock. Gray on the drive, right of the lane, spins, fakes, comes back outside to Canada, right down the lane. She comes and shoots it up, no good. Lexie Hall the rebound. Here comes Indiana, right to left. Howard has it front court to the right. Howard on the drive, into the lane, 15-footer is good. And the Indiana Fever draw first blood, leading 2-0 and 9:18 left in the first. Ryan Howard standing dribble. Howard on the drive, left of the lane, fakes, picks up her dribble against Howard. Now to Griner. Griner goes right down the lane, runs into Hall, fakes, comes up shooting. Aaliyah Boston the rebound. Outlet pass to Colson. Colson spins on the dribble into the front court. Now gives it to Howard. Howard plays it to Boston. Plays it to Natasha Howard, right corner. Back to Aaliyah Boston, right of the lane. Now to Lexie Hall on the drive, right baseline. Gets stuck underneath. Goes up on Howard. Had it blocked. Ball on the floor. It's cleared by Atlanta. Ryan Howard on the push. Howard into the front court. Howard on the drive. Spins right of the lane and comes back outside to Griner, who gives it back to Howard. Howard turns on the dribble. Over the top pass into Brianna Jones. Missed the layup and the rebound to Lexie Hall. Back comes Indiana push, but Brianna Jones comes up with a steal. Bounce pass right side to Gray. That's a 3. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Hands to Colson. 2-0 our score. We played almost 2 minutes. Colson front court to the right. Colson picks up her dribble, and we get a foul underneath. Now I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have something wrong with the feed here, but we're gonna get through this game and bring it to you as best we can. Please do not post any spoilers in the chat. Want to be able to broadcast this game all the way through for you guys. And just like that, as soon as I say something, the feed messes up. What the? Here it goes again. Here it goes again. This always happens. I swear to God, this always happens. More than one way to skin a cat. You can see on the scoreboard, tied at 4. And there's 7:16 left in the first period. Hang tight, folks. That didn't work. All right. We'll try again. There's 7:16 left in the first. There's that one. All right. I think we have our trouble situated as Gray pops the 18-footer and drills it from the left wing. And we're tied at 4. 7:14 left in the first. Colson brings it up. Out front, Boston, back to Colson. Colson stands and holds. Now works a dribble against Jordan Canada. Plays it to Boston right of the lane. Aaliyah Boston bangs into Brianna Jones. Fakes. Picks up her dribble. 6 to shoot. Drop pass to Howard. Stolen by Canada. Outlet pass back to Canada. Goes up. Had it blocked by Natasha Howard. Cleared by Lexie Hall. Indiana on the push. Over the top pass to Colson in the right corner. Colson holds and looks. 6:45 left in the quarter. And we get a foul called. And thank you all for staying with us. Brianna Jones picks up the foul. That's her first. Brianna Jones in the game in Atlanta the first time absolutely killed us on the inside. Indiana has to find a way to solve her and Brittney Griner. Here comes Kelsey Mitchell on the drive to Boston with a 15-footer. Got it. Well, it looks like they figured out that time clock problem. Yeah, it seems that way. 6'4" Indiana. Ryan Howard has it out front to Naz Hillman. In the right corner, Canada, back to Hillman. Now on the move is Gray, driving baseline and shoots it up no good. Follow good and a foul called. Or will they count the basket? They will not count the basket. One of the players for Atlanta that you have to watch for is former Northwestern Wildcat Nia Coffey. It's 2 free throws now for Alicia Gray. 6:10 remaining in the first. Gray's free throw rims in. 6-5 our score, 6:10 for the first. We will chat with the fans all throughout tonight's contest. The second attempt on the way, good. 2 free throws for Alicia Gray, and we're tied at 6. 6:08 left in the quarter. Colson across into the front court, plays it to Boston right of the lane. Boston holds and looks, now start to dribble, 13 to shoot. Out front, Colson, a step back 3, splash! First 3-point field goal of the game. That's a SeatGeek 3-point goal for Sydney Colson, and she really wants to get going in this offense. 9-6, Indiana with the lead. Off of an assist from Aaliyah Boston. Canada has it out front. Hillman, dump pass low. Brianna Jones bangs into Aaliyah Boston and shoots it in. 9-8 our score. 5:28 left in the first. Here comes Mitchell on the drive to the hole. Lefty scoop is in. Kelsey Mitchell with her first bucket. It's now 11-8. Back comes Atlanta on the push. Canada in the front court. Bounce pass to Jones. To the right corner. 3 by Hillman. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Natasha Howard. Howard across into the front court. Standing dribble outside left. Out front it comes to Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the right. Now fakes the pass. Has it right of the lane against Jones. Turns, shoots, missed. Ball tipped down to Canada. Jordan Canada on the fly. Front court to the left. Bounce pass left corner to Hillman. Back to Ryan Howard. Howard on the drive. In on Natasha Howard with a fake. Shoots, scores, and draws the foul. That makes the score 11-10. It sends us to a timeout. 4:46 remaining in the first. It's the Fever 11 and the Dream 10. What do you all think of the game so far? What do you all think of the broadcast so far? And I'll ask the question that I often ask, and I will continue to ask because I want to make this as great as I can for you guys. Is there anything that needs to improve or anything we can add to improve it? Let us know as we go along. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by SeatGeek, where fans can fan, whether it's courtside, the 50-yard line, or behind home plate. SeatGeek makes buying tickets easy. With just a few taps, you've got the best seat in the house. Use SeatGeek and experience the games like never before. And right now, if you go to SeatGeek and use the code Snowman, you will get you'll get $20 off of your first purchase. And because the right seat makes all the difference. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. Dadgummit. My wife gave me this little keepsake of a dragon because that's her nickname to me. And I wanted to stay upright, dadgummit. Don Freeze is here, doing a good job as usual, Brian. Thank you very much. Do me a favor, folks. If you all like what you see and what you hear with our alternative play-by-play broadcast, then do me a favor and help me help my family with a Cash App donation. You can see the tag there, $ Tallman Dr. K50. Or what you can do is help us on the road to recovery by donating to our GoFundMe that is now live. And that's the tag, that's the slash that you need, Snowman's Road to Recovery, because we got a lot of plans in the works. And I want to be sure I can help my help my family as much as possible. Callie Greenshields is here with us. You sound and look better. Thank you, Callie. I got some rest. I didn't realize how tired I was. 11-10 our score in favor of the Indiana Fever. 4:37 remaining in the first quarter. Atlanta red tops and red bottoms, white numbers and lettering trimmed in black. As we look at Jordan Canada's profile, a two-time WNBA champion, two-time steals leader, and a two-time WNBA all defensive first team. And she started the game tonight. Jordan Canada in her 7th year out of UCLA. And from what I'm told, the Yankees are already up, and there's a score to prove it, 2-0 in the first inning. Ball on the floor off the missed free throw, and it comes down to Lexie Hull. DeWanna Bonner is on the floor, along with Ari McDonald, and there is a clock issue. Tahina Paopao, the rookie out of South Carolina, is in for Jordan Canada. So we'll reset your lineups for you in just a moment. Dwayne Musso, I hope I got that right. Is Caitlin Clark playing? They said she wouldn't play. She is not playing. She should be ready to go Saturday with the big game against the champs in the New York Liberty. Damiris Dantas on the floor for the first time for Indiana. McDonald dances on the dribble, works her way right, fakes right on the lane, and shoots it in with the left hand. 13-10. Indiana leads by 1. 4:18 left in the first quarter. They've led all the way. Ryan Howard in the front court on the move to the left. Hillman was free for a moment, and now Hillman has it out front. In the middle is Griner. Fakes on Dantas and shoots it in off the glass. Brittney Griner in her 11th year out of Baylor made that look easy, and it's 13-12 and 3:50 for the quarter. Dantas has it outside left. You don't want to get Aaliyah Boston in early foul trouble, which is why Dantas is in and Boston is out. And here's a Mitchell 3. Rebound Griner, and Atlanta looks for their first lead. Paopao brings it up. Quickly met by Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald, an emergency signing out of Arizona. Griner has it out front. Fakes the 3, hands it to Howard. Bounce pass underneath, stolen by Bonner. Back comes Indiana on a push right to left. DeWanna Bonner in the front court, looks for help, has it to Lexie Hull out front. Lexie Hull, a standing dribble, 16 to shoot. Out front, Dantas fakes the pass, takes the line drive 3 and missed it. And the line drive rebound comes down to Paopao, and again Atlanta looks for the lead. Paopao in the front court with a bullet pass underneath to Griner, backs in, lean in, shoots, scores, and draws the foul. And Atlanta is up by 1 with a free throw to come for Brittney Griner. AB Media, yes, it is her 11th year out of Baylor. Keel Bonner is with us as well. How would a game call sound if you had Gary Anthony Williams doing color commentary? Wouldn't do it, wouldn't allow him in. That Uncle Ruckus voice is not allowed. Griner's free throw is good, and Atlanta goes up a pair. 15-13 and 3 minutes for the first. McDonald trots it up. McDonald across in the front court. Plays it to Mitchell on the right wing. Works off the Dantas screen. Mitchell to the free throw line all the way. Throws the shot up. Nope. Rebound. Nia Coffey. There's the 6-foot forward out of Northwestern I spoke about. Paopao in the front court. On the move to the right. Picks up her dribble. Now finds Coffey. Right corner Howard. Ryan Howard holds and looks. 13 to shoot. Atlanta 6 for 9 since their 0 for 4 start. Out front it comes to Gray. Gray on the drive. Spins on Lexie Hull. Shoots it in. Draws the foul. 7 in a row for Atlanta, and they lead by 4 with a free throw to come. This is their second consecutive three-point play opportunity. And again, they're starting to attack the inside, which is what won them the first game in Indianapolis. Alicia Gray to the free throw line, averaging 20 points this season, 20 points per game this season. Free throw, good. 5-point lead for Atlanta, 18-13. And a new member, Stamonti. I can't read your name yet. I'll read it at the break. Lexie Hall takes a 3. Nope. Rebound comes down to Pow Pow, and here they come again. Tahina Pow Pow across into the front court with a wraparound dribble, drives on Colson into the lane, back out Jones, 18-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound, DeWanna Bonner. Outlet pass to Colson. Colson giddy-ups in the front court. Colson finds Bonner. In the right corner, McDonald. McDonald comes off the dribble, works off the Dantas screen. Down the lane she comes. Got pushed, but a foul called. I hope I say this right. Stamti Tessarius. I don't know if the T is silent or not. But thank you for joining the channel, and thank you for becoming a sponsor. That is so great. That is great. Free throw good for McDonald, 18-14, and 1:53 remaining in the first. Ryan Howard back in. Atlanta leads by 4. They've led by as many as 5. Indiana led this game once upon a time by as many as 5. McDonald tries again. Nope. Rebound taken down by Maya Caldwell, who's on the floor for the first time. Caldwell on the move to the left. Guarded by McDonald. McDonald poked it away. Nia Coffey able to gather it in. On the right side is Canada, who's back in. Driving baseline. Comes back out to the free throw line. Backs up. 8 to shoot. 3-point stripe. Here's Canada. Stops and starts. Pulls it right in the lane. 3-pointer on the way. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Howard brings it up. A chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Bounce pass underneath, intended for Lexie Hall, and it's stolen by Hillman. Right, the race ahead to Canada. She missed the layup. Rebound, Nia Coffey had it, lost it, out of bounds, belongs to the Indiana Fever. $1:17 left in the first. Fever have the ball down 4 and 1:13 left in the first. McDonald in the front court finds Dantas out to the left. Dantas starts her dribble, plays it back right side. McDonald 3, got it. Lead is 1, 18-17. We're inside of the SeatGeek final minute. Across into the front court is Jordan Canada. Canada plays it to Caldwell. Out front to Howard. Howard finds Nia Coffey on the drive in from the right. Over the top pass underneath to Jones. Goes up, missed it. Jones gets the rebound, tries again. Yes. 20-17. 35 seconds left in the first. Here's Dantas to McDonald. Back to Dantas. 3-ball left wing. Short. Rebound Howard. Follow good. The Fever stay within 1. 25 seconds left in the first. And back they come the other way. Jordan Canada calls a play. There's a 1-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Canada leans over the dribble out front between the rings. Guarded by Ari McDonald. 11 seconds for the quarter. 8 on the shot clock. Over the top pass into Brianna Jones. Barrels into Dantas and shoots it in off the glass. With 5.2 left in the first, they come into Colson for 3. Colson pitch out Dantas. She'll try a 3. Nope. And that's the quarter. So we picked up a new sponsor and a new subscriber all at the same time, and the Fever found their way back into this game. Done with 1, Atlanta 22, Indiana 19. And let's pause for this 2-minute timeout.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Ready for the second quarter as the Atlanta Dream lead this game by a count of 22-19. A 7-0 surge brought them from a 3-point deficit to the current lead that they have right now. Brian Snow here with you, and I'm looking for something and I can't find it. I'm looking for a certain read and I cannot find the thing. And I hate the fact that I can't find it. So we're going to have to improvise here. We are going to have to improvise as I say that the second quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by the AB&J Travel Agency. Most people regret not traveling more as they get older. AB&J is trying to eliminate that regret and change all of that by doing what they believe. They believe everyone should travel regardless of income. We help travel dreams come true for all wallets, big and small. If you're looking to travel now, no matter how big or how small your budget is, then give a call to AB&J Travel Agency at 513-991-2717 or seek them out on Facebook. AB&J Travel Agency. Your travel dreams become reality here. Second quarter time in Atlanta. This doggone cord. Sophie Cunningham out for the Indiana Fever with an ankle injury. Indiana ball down 3 and 9:50 for the half. Aaliyah Boston has it outside left. Out front, Howard. To the right side, Colson. Colson picks up her dribble, dumps it low to Howard. Boston has it low right, spins on Griner, goes up, blocked by Griner, cleared by Howard, lost it. They come up with a steal. Howard has it on the move. Ryan Howard in the front court outside right. Ryan Howard plays it to Canada. Jordan Canada on the move against Lexie Hall. Now finds Howard on the right wing. Over the top pass. Intercepted by Lexie Hall. Great play. She recognized the play and then picked the pass off. Out front, Aaliyah Boston. Hands to Colson. Colson has it on the right wing. Back to Howard at the free throw line. Out front, McDonald. McDonald fakes. At the foul line. Picks up her dribble. Finds Howard. Boston has it in the right corner. 8 to shoot. Hands to McDonald. McDonald with a fake. A free ball on the way. Yes! And we're tied. 22 apiece and 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Big 3-point goal for Ari McDonald. Canada has it out front, plays it to Hillman. Hillman picks up her dribble, holds and looks, finds Canada. Canada on the move, splits the double team. Canada stops into the lane, lead and flip. Good. Jordan Canada with 7, and the lead back to 2 for Atlanta, 24-22, 8:38 left in the half. At the free throw line, Boston. Boston on the move to the left. Looking for help, keeps her dribble alive, fakes the pass to McDonald, gives it back to McDonald on the left wing, 10 to shoot. Out front, Aaliyah Boston. Boston finds Howard, back door, right baseline jump, too long. Rebound taken down by Ryan Howard. Back come the Atlanta Dream on the push. Gray goes over the top underneath to Hillman. Hillman backs up, back to Gray, right corner, Canada 3. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Outlet pass to Colson. 24-22, Atlanta by a deuce. Indiana looking for the tie. Colson dancing on the dribble out front. Colson fakes, plays it to Natasha Howard. Hands to McDonald. 3 from the left. Long rebound, Natasha Howard. They'll get another try, and we get a loose ball foul against Atlanta. The Liberty and the Sky will begin their game, and they should be beginning their game in a couple of minutes. We'll keep our eye on that game as well. Jordan Canada for career, averaging 9 points a contest. Foul line extended right. They look to come in. They come and play to Natasha Howard. On the left side is Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell quickly double team, looking for help. Now they clear out front. Aaliyah Boston, 5 to shoot. Boston backs in on Brianna Jones. 2-1, forces us up a shot, and it rolls in. Aaliyah Boston forced up that shot and ties the game at 24 with 7.5 of the half. Canada has it out front to Jones. On the left wing, Howard. Ryan Howard on the drive, picked up by McDonald. Howard turns on the dribble, leaves it for Gray. Alicia Gray has it in the left corner, 7 to shoot. Alicia Gray crosses over on Kelsey Mitchell, turns, shoots, scores. Atlanta back in front. 7:10 remaining in the first half. Aaliyah Boston has it out front to DeWanna Bonner. Off the Boston screen, fakes, bounce pass to Boston with a lefty hook. Got it. Tie game at 26. 6:56 remaining in the first half. Now everything's going electronically here on our end, and we get a foul out front on Natasha. No, change that. It's on DeWanna Bonner. $19 on the shot clock. Atlanta looks to come in. Foul line extended left. They come in play to Jones to Howard. Canada fakes. Out front Howard. Back to Canada. 3 from the right. Long rebound chased down by McDonald. Indiana looks for the lead. McDonald in the front court. Over the top pass into Natasha Howard. Howard with a fake. Goes up. Got fouled. Good fake by Natasha Howard. Natasha had 26 points at Atlanta in the 85-76 win. Her free throw here is no good off the back of the rim. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough making her first appearance for the Atlanta Dream. And again, Natasha Howard shoots for the lead. The second attempt on the way is good. The Indiana Fever regained the lead by 1, 27-26. Natasha Howard, 4 points tonight. Out front, Brianna Jones to Ryan Howard, dancing on the dribble with 11 to shoot. On the right side, Walker-Kimbrough. Down low, right, Brianna Jones. Jones on the right baseline. Backs into Aaliyah Boston. A pitch out to Kimbrough. Left wing Gray. Fakes. And a 24-second violation. Good defense by the Indiana Fever. And now with the Fever up by 1, they have a chance to extend the lead. Sydney Colson brings it up. Colson in her 10th year out of Texas A&M plays it to Natasha Howard. Howard finds Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell in her 7th year out of Ohio State works off the Dantas screen, gets to the free throw line, chased by Gray. Now to Dantas, right of the lane, 18-footer. No. Stayed on the rim and it rolled out. Ball on the floor, out of bounds. They're going to give it to Atlanta. And time called on the floor. 5:48 remaining in the first half. It's the Fever by 1, 27-26 over the Atlanta Dream. Rising Rhino in the house with us. Mark Winter says this game is going to be a pressure cooker. Better believe it is. Kelly Fitz says, I'm glad they were able to keep it close. I'm glad they're able to keep it close, too. Next Fever broadcast we have will be Saturday. And it's Saturday against the New York Liberty. And it would be good to see the champs with another win in their pocket. And it's a 3:00 tip-off at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And another thing, this also is this is a Commissioner's Cup game in Indiana, 2-0 in the Commissioner's Cup so far. Let me keep a promise to a friend, because I want her to hear this. We came to this deal earlier today. This portion of Indiana Fever basketball brought to you by AB&J Travel Agency. Most people regret not traveling more as they get older. AB&J is trying to eliminate that regret by doing what they believe. They believe everyone should travel regardless of income. We help travel dreams come true for all wallets, big and small. Looking to travel now? No matter what your budget is, then give a call to AB&J Travel Agency at 513-991-2717 or visit them on Facebook. AB&J Travel Agency. No matter what your budget, your travel dreams come true. Yes, Winnie. You just came in here. Congratulations to Kelsey Mitchell from the Indiana Fever, the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, averaging over 20 points this past week, including 17 in the blowout win at Chicago. Would some taller and more commanding presence on defense help the Fever? It would, but it depends on the rotation that Stephanie White wants to use, because after playing having such a slow pace at Connecticut for the years that she was there, now that she sees who she has, she wants to play fast. What's up, Rising Rhino? Thanks for being in. Ryan McCarthy says Aaron Judge has hit a home run that went to Arrowhead Stadium. It didn't go to Arrowhead Stadium. It went to any bridge you can see in Kansas City. Atlanta looks for the lead. Ryan Howard in the front court. Brianna Jones has it left of the key. Turns and looks. Dantas backs off. Now finds Walker Kimbrough on the drive to the free throw line. Over the top into Jones. Howard recovers. Jones goes up, had it blocked. Goes up again. Foul called. We'll keep our eye on the Chicago-New York game tonight, as they are just about set to get started. Cubs lead the Phillies 3-2. They're in the top of the fifth in Philadelphia. Damaris Dantas getting extended minutes here in the first half. 27 apiece as the second free throw missed. Colson the rebound. In the front court is Bonner. Right side Mitchell. Mitchell fakes, stops and starts, works off the Dantas screen. Mitchell backs up on the dribble. Now finds Colson. Colson with a three from the left. Nope. Long rebound taken down by Dantas. They have another shot. If they get an outlet pass, they do to Colson. Colson on the drive to the right. Out front, Dantas missed the pass, and it's stolen by Gray. Gray on the drive has a layup, and Atlanta's got the lead. Third turnover against Indiana, and that's one of the things that I said during the pregame that they cannot afford to do against this Atlanta team. Bonner dancing on the dribble out front, 12 to shoot. Bonner hands to Mitchell. Mitchell with a stutter step dribble against Gray, drives in, throws the right-handed shot up. Nope, no foul called as Mitchell went down. Atlanta with numbers. They have Ryan Howard front court to the right. Over the top pass into Brianna Jones. That's too easy. Got the layup. And it's 31-27, and Indiana wants time. They'll make a couple of substitutions. Nia Coffey will come on for Atlanta, and we'll take a break. 4:24 remaining in the first half. It's Atlanta 31 and the Fever 27. We'll be back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
No? Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Cheyenne Kramer, a good friend of mine, her and her husband are traveling the country right now. She's checking in. Thank you very much. And our halftime show, our halftime report, will be brought to you by AB&J Travel, as well as Fanatics, officially licensed everything. The White Sox and the Astros are underway. That's the bonus game that we will take a peek at should time remain at the end of this game. Players of the week in the West, it's Nafisa Collier. What's new? 23, 10, and 4. And it's Kelsey Mitchell for Indiana. 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in the past week. 4-point lead, 31-27. They give it to Aaliyah Boston. Fakes left of the lane, comes back outside, hands to McDonald. McDonald back to Boston. 5 to shoot. Boston fake, lean in, flip, short. Boston follows. No, but a foul called. And Aaliyah Boston shoots a pair. Aaliyah Boston, the first overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft, WNBA draft, and a 2-time All-Star. Her free throw is no good, falls off the right side of the rim. And she's doubled her scoring output from 9 points in year 1 to 16 this year. Indiana 2 of 5 from the free throw line. That's keeping them out of the game. Second free throw up, second free throw down. 4 minutes left in the half. 31-28. Atlanta leads by 3. They've led since midway through the first quarter when a 7-0 run got them the lead. Griner has it this time against Boston, holds and looks, plays it right left side to Howard. Howard on the drive into the lane, had the ball chopped away and stolen by DeWanna Bonner. Lexie Hull back on the floor. We'll reset your lineups in a moment. Hull on the push, front court to the right, gives it to Boston. Boston holds and looks, hands it to McDonald. McDonald on the drive, out to Boston, fakes on Griner, spins, fakes again, goes up, nope, and the rebound Griner. Great play by Griner getting back defensively. On the left side, Nia Coffey. Out front, Griner now finds Howard. Ryan Howard on the move to the right. Back left to Coffey. Over the top pass is out of bounds. It belongs to the Indiana Fever. A chance to cut it to 1 or tie with a long one for Indiana. We'll set your lineups for you. For the Indiana Fever, it's McDonald, Boston, along with Mitchell, Bonner, and Lexie Hall. Here's McDonald, spins into the lane, looks for help, comes back out to Boston, finds Bonner. Bonner with a right wing three, splash! And we're tied at 31 with 2:50 remaining in the first half. Third tie of the game. On the left side is Coffee. Back to Ryan Howard. She fakes on DeWanna Bonner with a three. Howard on the move, over the top pass to Coffee. Coffee on the drive on the baseline, runs into Lexie Hall and shoots it in off the glass. But she traveled first. Wipe out the bucket. Jordan Canada back in for Atlanta. Tahina Paopao, the rookie from South Carolina, is out. Canada, the 7-year vet from UCLA. A lot of great basketball programs represented in the W. 31 all, and Indiana looks for the lead. Aaliyah Boston in the front court, hands it to McDonald. 2.5 of the half. McDonald dancing on the dribble, moves to the right, guarded by Jordan Canada. Howard has it out front between the rings on the move to the right, fakes. In the right corner, Mitchell, three. No. Rebound, Nia Coffee. Atlanta looks for the lead. 2:15 left in the half. Here comes Canada on the fly. Out front to Gray. On the left side is Coffee for three. Too long. Rebound, Gray. Out to Canada. Canada back to Gray in the right corner. Over the top pass intended for Griner. Stolen by Mitchell. Indiana looks for the lead. Kelsey Mitchell on the fly. Lost the ball. Able to get it back. 20 on the shot clock at 1:54 remaining in the first half. Aaliyah Boston has it out front. Dancing on the dribble. Finds McDonald. 14 to shoot. McDonald on the attack. In on Gray. Comes to a stop. Out to Hall. A three on the way. Rebound Bonner. Back up. Good. And Indiana has the lead. DeWanna Bonner making her presence felt with a big bucket. And the Indiana Fever have grabbed their first lead of the second quarter. Minute and a half of the half. Canada dancing on the dribble off to the left. Canada turns on the dribble, picks it up. McDonald pressures. Ball loose. Ryan Howard able to gather it in. 15 to shoot. Ryan Howard with a deep three. Rebound batted out of bounds. Belongs to the Indiana Fever with 1:13 left in the half. $1:15 remaining in the first half. Inspired Truth Broadcast is with us, dropping in while I have a minute or two. This game seems hype. It is, man. It is. It's a 2-point Indiana lead and a minute to go in the first half. Boston lost the ball off her foot, gives it to Lexie Hall, 10 on the shot clock. Lexie Hall picks up her dribble, finds Mitchell in the right corner, 6 to shoot. Mitchell, a backup three. Nope. Long rebound chased down by Jordan Canada. Here comes Atlanta looking to tie or get the lead with a long one. Howard in the front court, stops and starts, plays it right side to Gray, and the pass intended for Hillman poked out of bounds. And it will stay with Atlanta. They'll have 15 to shoot, 37.6 remaining in the first half. Indiana 33, Atlanta 31, 15 on the shot clock. And they'll pull the trigger baseline right. Howard holds and looks. They come and play to Brianna Jones, 14 on the clock. Right side, Canada. Canada goes out, comes out front to Gray. Gray on the drive, right, left of the lane. And a foul. And the Fever bench want to look. And I'm looking at the replay. She may have traveled first. That shot was blocked. That was a clean block. And Stephanie White will use a timeout for them to look at it. There's 28.2 seconds left in the first half. The shot clock's been fully reloaded to 24. And they're going to take a look at this one. Looking at it again. Gray driving in on Bonner. We're looking. Oh, she lost the ball going up. Bonner did not touch her. This should be Indiana ball. And we're up to 1,780 subscribers right now, folks. Let's keep this momentum going because I want to get 2,000 before football season. And if you want to really support the channel, become a member for as low as $2.99 a month. We're in the midst of a review right now. We're in the midst of a review. Now they're going to take a look at it. And the Fever is the one who made the challenge. There have been no fouls called in this second quarter. Sig Diggy says, where's the mad scientist when you need him? Probably sleeping. Blake is with us. Kelly Fitz says, let's hope the refs get this right. They're looking at it right now. Now we're up to 1,782 subscribers. This is incredible. Since we made the commitment to broadcast every Indiana Fever game, the play-by-play division of Snowman Multimedia has soared, and I'm loving it. They haven't made a decision yet on the challenge. Don Freyes, Brian's working hard to bring this game to us. Let's give him some more likes, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And if y'all like it, how about a couple of Cash App donations for me to help my family? That would be very important to me. The tag you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50. Ball stays with Atlanta. Jones has it off to the left to Howard with a long three. Nope. Follow good by Gray with 20.5 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock off, 33-33. McDonald across into the front court. Dancing on the dribble outside right, 10 on the clock. McDonald has it out front, comes to a stop, and we get a foul with 7.7 remaining in the half. And the foul is charged to Brianna Jones. $65 are watching. Be sure you like, share, and subscribe, and share this with everybody because we'll have the Fever all season long. 5 seconds. Mitchell on the drive, right of the lane, goes up, missed it. It rolled off the rim, and that will be the half. Doggone it. Layups like that you cannot miss, but that one, that was just unlucky as it caught part of the rim, rolled all the way around the cylinder, and rolled off. So we're at halftime. And the Fever players are heading off the floor, and now everybody's heading off the floor. All right, we're at halftime, and your score, Atlanta 33, Indiana 33. We'll come back with our halftime activities brought to you by AB&J Travel after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! No?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Man, oh man, the fans are coming in, and I have Stacy Jones to thank for all of this. Sick Diggy says, come for the show and sports analysis, stay for the humor and the hijinks. He's talking about Snowman in the morning, weekdays 11 to 1 Eastern, 10 to noon Central, and 8 a.m. on the Pacific on the West Coast. I'll just say it that way. After the last replay, Kelly says, let's hope the refs get this one right, and I don't think they did, because the ball stayed with Atlanta, and Atlanta was able to tie the game before the tail end of the first half. Let's go over some halftime stats, shall we? And first, a scoreboard update shows New York blowing away Chicago by a score of 31-16. A 10-0 run late in the first quarter have put the Liberty comfortably in front as they look to move to 9-0 on the young season. Scoring looks like this. Aaliyah Boston leads Indiana with 7 points, 5 for Natasha Howard, Sydney Colson 3, Kelsey Mitchell has 4, and 5 off the bench for DeWanna Bonnard. Ari McDonald with 9 off the bench, and that 9 points leads the Fever in scoring. Now we go to Atlanta. Alicia Gray 13, Brianna Jones 11, Brittney Griner has 5. Did I get that wrong? I sure did. No, I didn't. Let me read that again. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I'm sorry. Alicia Gray 13, Brianna Jones 11, Brittney Griner 5, and a pair apiece for Jordan Canada and Ryan Howard. And that's all. That's their scoring. They have no points off the bench. No points off the bench for the Atlanta Dream. Atlanta 14 of 30 from the field, 0 of 8 from distance, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 19 rebounds, 4 offensive, 7 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 6 turnovers, and a total of 8 fouls called in the first half. For Indiana, they are 13 of 34 for 38%, 4 of 15 from distance, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, and that has to improve. 17 rebounds, 5 on the offensive glass, 8 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, only 4 turnovers in the first half. That's wonderful to see. Only 4 turnovers in the first half. They have to continue to take care of the ball if they're to come out of Atlanta with another win. Atlanta 1 game in front of Indiana in the Eastern Conference. The Fever have won 2 in a row, looking for 3 in a row tonight before the big one on Saturday at 3 p.m. against the champs in the New York Liberty. This is going to be a fun one all the way to the finish. 33 apiece at the half. We'll come back with more during the AB&J halftime report after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Trep1 checked in, says, great job, buddy. Thank you very much. Very, very much appreciated. They're in the middle of the second inning, and the White Sox have grabbed a 1-0 lead over the Houston Astros. Should time permit, we will finish that game as well. And thank you to everybody that has checked in with us. We really appreciate it. Which brings me to this question for all the fans in the chat. What is your who is your favorite? No, I'm saying it wrong. Which player got you to be a fan of the teams that you love, or one of the teams that you love? For me, it's the incomparable Joe Montana that made me a fan of the San Francisco 49ers forever, especially after he hit Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone to beat the Dallas Cowboys, because a couple of my classmates were big-time Cowboy fans, and it was great seeing Montana and the 49ers beat them. And so Joe Cool made me a 49er fan. Michael Jordan made me a Bulls fan, and I don't have to explain that story. Julius Erving made me a fan of the Philadelphia 76ers because I loved how he played. Of course, Magic Johnson made me a fan of the Lakers, him and Kareem. For baseball, who made me a White Sox fan? Greg Luzinski. Greg Luzinski and Ron Kittle were two of the players that made me a fan of the White Sox after Dad took me to my first game in 1982. Let me see. For hockey, my first favorite player was Wayne Gretzky for the Edmonton Oilers. Straight to the point is number 22 himself, Mercury Morris for the Miami Dolphins. You know who else made me a 49er fan? And Sick Diggy, you've heard me say this name a lot of times. Roger Craig. Roger Craig made me an even bigger 49er fan than I am, because I love the way that he played and fit in that offense. After he played and fit in that offense. Let me stop rambling and take a break. I can tell when I'm getting tired, but we have a second half to do. 33-all. We'll come back with the second half after this, and especially after I get a drink of water.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms. Thank you. Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast? No thanks, we're good. They're always in their own world. What'd you get, babe? Twice the work. Twice the surprises. Just try it. Good. But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling. I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Mark Winters. One of the questions of the night: how does a snowman get thirsty? Very easy. I talk for a living. In my case, it would be soccer players from Europe and South America. I can dig that. If I have to pick a favorite soccer player, like I said, I got hooked into indoor soccer. And the first indoor soccer player I ever got hooked on was Karl-Heinz Granitza for the Chicago Sting. And if I have to pick a favorite indoor soccer player, it would be Steve Jungle from the San Diego Sockers. Victor Locke is in here with us. Sig Dickey says, Mr. High stepping 33 for the 49ers, the original 1,000 season. Exactly. The question of the night: which player made you a fan of the team that you're a fan of? As we start the third quarter, Sydney Colson has it front court to the left. Colson turns on the dribble, makes her move to the right, and pops a three and missed it badly. Ball on the floor, and Brianna Jones comes up with it. Atlanta looks for the lead as we are tied at 33, 9:40 for the third. Howard has it out front, punches it low to Griner, low right, backs in, turns and spins, lost the ball, able to get it back. Now she holds left of the lane underneath to Brianna Jones. Jones had it chopped away. It's out of bounds. It's back out to Griner, 6 to shoot. Out front it comes to Canada, 18-footer from the right, missed it. Rebound, Natasha Howard. Indiana looks for the lead. Colson has it out front now to Lexie Hall on the right wing. Lexie Hall with a scissor dribble, picks up a dribble, now finds Aaliyah Boston, now to Kelsey Mitchell, fires an 18-footer, good, and Indiana back in front. Kelsey Mitchell breaks the ice in the third quarter. And it's 35-33, the Fever lead by 2. Jordan Canada has it on the move to the right, guarded by Lexie Hall. Lexie Hall yet to score in this game. Underneath to Brianna Jones to the hole with a lefty hook. Rimming good. We're tied. Alicia Gray with a layup. 35 all and 8:40 remaining in the third quarter. And Sydney Colson just turned the ball over. 5th turnover against the Indiana Fever tonight. No team has enjoyed a lead bigger than 5 points in this game. Alicia Gray sitting on 15 points. That leads all scorers. 15 on the shot clock. Griner has it out front. A punch pass underneath to Gray is tipped out of bounds by Mitchell. And Mitchell, in fact, is called for the foul. Atlanta will bring it in. Foul line extended right. The in play, it comes to Jones. 15-footer. Nope. Rebound tapped. Taken down by Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard brings it up. Howard into the front court. Out front of Leah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell between the rings. Back to Howard in the right corner. Howard with a step back three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound, Brittney Griner. Hands to Ryan Howard. Outlet pass to Gray. Gray on the attack in from the left. Throws the shot up. No good with the left hand, but drew the foul. And Gray will shoot a pair with 8 minutes left in the third period. I keep saying third period. I know Callie's going to get on me about that. I know it's third quarter. I'm just so used to saying period sometimes when I call basketball games. It's a habit from watching the NBA on CBS for many years, and they put period instead of quarters for that scoreboard they put on their screen. The free throw good for Alicia Gray. The lefty gives them the lead. 36-35. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alicia Gray's second free throw up. Rimming no, and the rebound by Kelsey Mitchell. Excuse me, by Lexie Hall. Ahead to Kelsey Mitchell. I'm rusty. Mitchell dancing on the dribble off to the right. Launches a three. Missed it. Rebound on the floor. Ryan Howard comes up with it. Atlanta looks to extend on a 1-point lead. Ryan Howard on the move to the right. Runs into Lexie Hall. Picks up her dribble, finds Brianna Jones out front. Alicia Gray has it this time on the left wing. Rungs off the Jones screen. Out front, Canada. Bounce low left to Griner. Griner holds and looks. Runs into Howard. Lean in, flip. Nope. Natasha Howard the rebound. Indiana looks for the lead. Natasha Howard on the fly. All the way. And scoops it in. And Indiana back in front. Natasha Howard with 7. And the lead is 1, 37-36 and 7:10 remaining in the third quarter. Low-scoring game for both of these teams. Here comes Canada. Out front to Griner. Griner plays it left to Ryan Howard. Low left, Jones. Out to Griner. 3 ball on the way. Missed it. Long rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to the Indiana Fever. 37-36. Indiana leads by 1. And 6:56 remaining in the third quarter. Sydney Colson brings it up. Colson in the front court finds Aaliyah Boston, hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell got her by Alicia Gray. Lexie Hull plays it right to Colson. Colson splits the double team, whips a pass underneath to Howard, into the lane, comes back out. A Lexie Hull 3, rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Jordan Canada. Canada hustles it up in the front court. Naz Hillman on the floor for Atlanta for the first time here in the second half. Alicia Gray off to the left. Left corner, Howard. 6:20 for the third. The Atlanta Dream, 2 field goals in their last 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's Ryan Howard to the hole. Shoots it up. Nope. Rebound. Natasha Howard. Ahead to Colson. A pitch pass left corner for Hall is tipped out of bounds by Canada. (37-36). Indiana leads by 1. They have it in play to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, right of the lane. Comes back out with an 18-footer. Had it blocked, cleared by Jones. Atlanta looks for the lead. Under 6 to go in the third. Brianna Jones in the front court finds Gray. Over the top to Brianna Jones. Runs into people. And a foul called. No travel either. Lexie Hull picks up the foul. Man, when Brianna Jones gets going, she's like a freight train. Free throw good for Brianna Jones, tying the game at 37. She's got 12 points in the game. Ari McDonald now in for the Indiana Fever. Jones gets ready and shoots the second one good. 38-37. The Atlanta Dream lead by 1. Brianna Jones, 13 points on the night. Again, low-scoring game for both of these teams. Howard has it low left. Natasha Howard comes out with a one-bounce dribble, looking for help. Now finds Ari McDonald, and McDonald is fouled by Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada comes out. Nia Coffey comes in. Coffey in her 8th year out of Northwestern. And I watched her. I covered Northwestern's women's basketball games when she was there. Here's a Mitchell 3 from the right. No. Rebound Ryan Howard. 5:25 left in the third. Here's a 3 for Nia Coffey. Yes. Atlanta takes advantage and Indiana wants time. 5:19 left in the third. It's the Fever 41 and the Dream 37. Sick Diggy says, wait, what are the Dream doing with Griner? Shouldn't they have her covering the boards all the time? They should live with her in the post. And you're right, Sick. She should be dominating this game numbers-wise with the rebounds, but what Indiana has done is taken her out of the post. And part of that is coaching also. Stacy Jones is a new member. Thank you, Stacy. Bruce Marmee is in with us. Thank you very much. Six says nothing wrong with calling a quarter a period. I grew up hearing that term as well. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just something. Like I said, I've watched the NBA on CBS many years, and in 1981 they started calling it. When they put the score at the bottom of the screen, it said first period. As a matter of fact, going back thinking about it, they had the same kind of graphics in 1980, because that was my first year of watching NBA basketball, was 1980, and they always said first period and not first quarter. I know it's quarters, but I'm so used to saying third quarter being the third period, and it's just something that's ingrained in me, especially seeing it on television for many years. Jeff Gordon, the GOAT of NASCAR, says Blake Hammock. I'm inclined to disagree, because there's a fellow named Dale Earnhardt Sr. that would love to have a talk with you. Mark Martin says Trep. Nolan Ryan for the Texas Rangers. There you go. And Blake's answering a question, so I take back my joke that I said earlier. Blake Hammond says NASCAR. Says Jeff Gordon got him hooked on NASCAR. Marco Van Boston, Rude Hullett, and Frank Rijkaard. I hope I said that right, Sick. Stacy Jones just became a sponsor. Thank you very much. I know it's an old school thing with me, calling them periods instead of quarters. It's just they would use that term on the NBA on TNT. They did for a while, but then they changed it, like about 87 or 88, when they became known as national games. When they became known as national games, then they changed it up a little bit. DeWanna Bonner has it in the corner. We'll set your lineups for you in just a moment. Here's McDonald on the drive, had the ball poked away and stolen by Canada. Jordan Canada has it to Alicia Gray on the left wing. Back to the right side for Ryan Howard. Howard's been relatively silent tonight after tearing up the Indiana Fever the last time they played in Atlanta. Hillman goes up, had it blocked, but an offensive foul is called. (41-37), Atlanta leads by 4. Their biggest lead has been 5. Indiana with a chance to cut it to 2, or one with a long one, but 4:40 left in the third. Bonner outside right. Out front it comes to Colson. Colson on the dribble, stops free throw line. Back to McDonald. McDonald over the top into Boston. Low left, backs in on Jones. Boston, double fake, goes up, travel. But no travel called. It's just a missed shot. Atlanta the rebound. Now they run ahead to Jones, who gets it low left and shoots it in with a right hand. 43-37. Atlanta leads by 6 and 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. And Atlanta starting to pull away. Natasha Howard off to the right. And a foul called underneath on Naz Hillman. Biggest lead for the Atlanta Dream tonight. And they're starting to do what they did the first 2 times these two teams played, and that's wear out the Fever on the inside. So back to Sick Diggy's point, a couple of more bigs will help Indiana, considering that's how they can be attacked. And just like that, here's another steal. Here comes Alicia Gray on the fly. Front court to the left, drives in, lead in, flip. Nope. Follow Hillman. Nope. Follow Jones. Yes. And the lead is now 8. This is the biggest lead of the night for the Atlanta Dream. 3:45 left in the third. Sydney Colson has it in the front court, and the fans starting to make some noise in Atlanta. Leah Boston has it out front. They got to get the ball to her in the post. Lexie Hull has it this time out front, and an offensive foul on Aaliyah Boston. How? How is that an offensive foul? That is not an offensive foul. So Atlanta with the ball up by 8, looking to have their biggest lead of the night, which I've seen to have said the last 3 trips down the floor. Alicia Gray brings it up. That was not an offensive foul. I'm sorry. Gray had it poked away out of bounds. It will stay with Atlanta. Love Gun is with us. Trep that answers the questions is Bob. Get in pro stock NHRA. I can dig that. Indiana has gone cold after leading 37-36. This is a 9-0 run by Atlanta. Here's Alicia Gray again to the left baseline. Griner. Easy layup. 11 in a row for Atlanta, and they lead by 10, 47-37, and 3:05 left in the third quarter. It's the third quarter, and Indiana only has 37 points. Bonner has it off to the left, but they're still in this ball game. On the right wing is Colson. Colson dances on the dribble. Back left to Damaris Dantas. She'll take the 3 and hit it. 47-40 now. 2:45 left in the third. That is their first field goal in about 8 minutes. Griner has it out front. On the left wing is Ryan Howard. Back left to Hillman on the drive in from the left and on Bonner and shoots it in. Extending the lead to 9. 2.5 of the third. Ari McDonald, front court to the right, had it stolen by Ryan Howard. Howard on the fly all the way in and missed the layup. Rebound, Nia Coffey. Missed that one. Ball on the floor. Tapped out. Stays with Atlanta. Now, the Atlanta Dream has missed 2 layups, and the Fever have a chance to get a defensive stop. If they get a defensive stop, they've got to convert next time down. 2:15 remains in the third. 49-40. Atlanta leads by 9. They have it low left to Griner. Griner works her way in on Dantas. Double fake. Comes back outside to Coffey. Nia Coffey runs over Lexie Hall. And a foul on Lexie Hall. Indiana Fever have got to get their act together. And they've got to do it quick because this game is slipping away from them fast. Lexie Hall is scoreless. She's 0 for 4 from the field. And because she's 0 for 4, I think that's why she's been not trying to find her shot. Atlanta has it in play. 10 to shoot. Ryan Howard out front. Hillman swings at left corner. Coffey's 3. No good. Rebound chased down by Damaris Dantas. Ahead to Lexie Hall. Hall in the front court, stops left of the key, out front to Dantas with a fake, finds Bonner. Bonner, low right, out to Dantas on the right wing, back to Bonner. A deep 3, no. Rebound chased down by Nia Coffey. Outlet pass to Gray. 95 seconds left in the third. Here comes Gray all the way in, lays it in. And the lead is 11, 51-40. Indiana's only scored 8 points in this third quarter, and they want time. $1:31 left in the third. Jason Howe answers our question of the night is, which player made you a fan of your favorite team? It's been the Alicia Gray show here in the third quarter for Atlanta as they have scored 18 points in this third quarter. They've outscored Indiana, my math was wrong, 18-7 in this third quarter. 7 points by the Indiana Fever in this third quarter. For a team that wants to play fast, they've been stuck in the mud. They've got to find a way to pick up the pace, and they also have to find a way to keep Atlanta out of the paint. Jason Howe says George Brett. Oh, yeah. And here's the breakdown tonight. 36 points in the paint tonight for Atlanta, 7 from the perimeter, and 8 free throws. Let me read that first number again. 36 points in the paint. That is where Indiana has been killed all season. They have to change that, and they have the players to do it. They have to change that starting now. especially with all the fouls that are being drawn and everything. 1:31 left in the third. Atlanta 51 and Indiana 40. This is the largest deficit of the night for the Indiana Fever. It's Colson along with Dantas, Bonner, Hull, and Mitchell. The five on the floor for the Indiana Fever as Dantas has it, this time off to the right. Hands to Colson. Got bumped. Foul called on Ryan Howard. And Ryan Howard slow to get up. .118 left in the third. 51-40. Atlanta with the lead. Ryan Howard only has 2 points in the game, but it's been Alicia Gray that has carried them. Aaliyah Boston getting a rest for the Indiana Fever. They're going to need her down the stretch. It's an 11-point Atlanta lead. Lexie Hull to come in. Foul line extended left. They come in play to Colson. 13 to shoot. Dantas has it right of the key. 10 on the clock. Dantas holds and looks. 8 to shoot. Underneath to Bonner. Bonner with a fake. Spins baseline. Comes up shooting. Short. Coffee the rebound. With a minute to go in the third, Atlanta on the run again. They punch it low right to Howard. Now out to Hillman for three. That's an air ball. And they save it in play to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the fly into the front court. Avoids Alicia Gray. Mitchell drives in and lays it in with the left hand. Mitchell and Alicia Gray crash and burn. That's their first field goal in a while. Lead down to 9. And we get a foul with 38.8 left in the third quarter. And it looked like Mitchell got fouled on that play. And what happened was that Mitchell picked up a technical foul, arguing that call. And she did get fouled twice. Mitchell did get fouled. Once by Alicia Gray. And then another time, I want to say, by Hillman. This has been a tough game for Indiana tonight. They're down by 9, 38 seconds left in the third. Canada on the drive, left of the lane. A pitch out to Gray for three. Splash. 54-42. Atlanta leads by 12. They've outscored the Indiana Fever by 12 in this third quarter because it was tied at halftime. Here's a Mitchell three. And the rebound taken down by Brianna Jones. No shot clock. 21-9 has been the scoring here in the third quarter in Atlanta's favor. Canada fakes, out front Hillman, down low to Jones, layup good. And that will close the quarter. Indiana is finding themselves in a world of trouble. They're down by 14. They got outscored 25-9 in that third quarter. Let me do my math again. 23-9 in that third quarter. They got a long mountain to climb, down 56-42. The money period after this.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Indiana's in a world of trouble, trailing 56-42 as we head to the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter tonight is brought to you in part by BetUS. For over 30 years, BetUS has delivered the action, the lines, and the wins. Bet on every play, prop, and point spread with confidence. Join the team at betus.com, where the game begins and your winning streak starts now. Use the promo code Snowman to get in on the game today. I'm going to say something that a lot of people want to shy away from, but I won't. Caitlin Clark is missed in this lineup. And since Caitlin Clark has gone out of the lineup, there have been 2 occasions where they've scored plus 80 points. The other times they haven't. This is the 5th game that she has missed. And it's been a 1-2 punch for Atlanta tonight. Alicia Gray with 21 points, 8 of 11 from the field, and Brianna Jones tearing us up again with 19 points. And they got to find something quick to get back in this ball game. They're in the 3rd inning, bottom of, and the Astros are on the board against the White Sox. It's 3-1. It'll be Atlanta ball as we begin the 4th and final period of this ball game. And the Indiana Fever will have to really turn the screws defensively if they're going to climb back in it, down by 14. We've seen them make runs before, but that was with Caitlin Clark on the floor. How will they handle this deficit? Let's find out right now. In the front court is Jordan Canada. Top of the circle, Brianna Jones. Jones turns and looks, fakes the pass to Howard. On the left side is Canada, dancing on the dribble. Canada fakes Mitchell out of her boots and shoots it up, no good. Natasha Howard the rebound. Howard on the move, front court to the right. Out front, Ari McDonald. McDonald works off the Howard screen. McDonald backs up on the dribble, runs into people, and we get a foul out front. And it's on Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada has played great defense tonight. 9:33 left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta 56, Indiana 42. As they look to come in, foul line extended right. They have it in play to Aaliyah Boston. Back to McDonald. Aaliyah Boston didn't play much in that third quarter. Boston hands it off to the right, hands to Lexie Hall. Lexie Hall on the drive, into the lane, and on Jones, turns, shoots, and missed it. Oh, it's been that kind of night. And a loose ball foul going the other way. It's been that kind of night for Lexie Hall. She does not have a point in this ball game. Ryan Howard came down with the rebound, and Ari McDonald committed the foul. 9:14 left. Canada in the front court. I think Indiana has just run out of time to get back in this one, but we'll see. Canada picks up her dribble, now finds Jones. Jones on the move, right of the lane, picks up her dribble, now finds Ryan Howard. Howard has it off to the right. Howard on the drive, fell, lost the ball, but a foul called on Lexie Hall. And again, to mention, this is a very low-scoring game, not what Indiana is used to. But after scoring 79 on Saturday night, they only have 42 so far tonight, with 8:57 left in the money period. And that is Lexie Hall's 5th foul. And that's why Hall doesn't have any points. She's been in foul trouble most of the night. Howard to come in, foul line extended right, in play to Canada. Canada on the move, back to the left, over the top into Hillman, pitch out Coffee. Coffee with a fake, drives in on Howard. She travel. Nia Coffee commits a turnover, and with 8:49 left in the ball game, the Fever are in desperate need of a bucket. They trail by 14 with 8:40 left. McDonald on the move to the left. Out front, Aaliyah Boston. Boston on the move to the right, picks up her dribble, now finds Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, right baseline, creeps in underneath, comes back out to the left corner, 4 to shoot. A step back 3 for Mitchell is an air ball, and the rebound to Ryan Howard. Outlet pass to Jones. Jones on the drive, in on Bonner, and shoots it in. 58-42, Atlanta leads. 8:15 left in the ball game. Here comes McDonald on the drive, and we get a foul out front. Mark Winter says it's all over with except for the crying. I'm inclined to agree. Brianna Jones has 21 points after that left-handed layup. 8:13 left in the ball game. 58-42. Atlanta with the lead. Foul line extended right. They look to come in. Backdoor to Mitchell with a scoop layup, good with the left hand. 58-44. 8:08 left in the game. Right back comes Jordan Canada. Canada backs out on the dribble. Between the circles, 15 to shoot. Canada on the attack. Drives in on Bonner. Underneath to Gray. She lays it in. She's got 23. 60-44 and 7:50 remaining in the ball game. Kelsey Mitchell has it off to the left. Mitchell on the drive. In from the left. In on Jones. Comes back out right baseline. McDonald has it on the right wing. Underneath to Howard. Fadeaway shot in the lane. Good. Lead down to 14, 60-46. And I'll tell you another thing. The Fever have yet to hit a 3-point field goal in this second half. Canada on the drive to the free throw line. Fakes to the corner for Hillman. Now hands to Gray on the attack. Out to Canada. 8 to shoot. Canada over the top pass into Jones. Jones had it stripped, but a travel. Yes. Who's this meowing behind me? Is that you, Pumpkin? This is the Fever's lowest point total of the year so far. To this juncture of the game. 7 minutes left. And we get a foul called on Naz Hillman. What, Pumpkin? You want to go out, buddy? There you go. Jordan Canada, 2 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. 60-46, 7:02 remaining in the ball game. And the White Sox are up 4-1 on the Astros. That's our second game. We'll give you the WNBA scoreboard. And then we will take a peek at that game as time permits. Nia Coffee with a foul out front on Natasha Howard. Howard scored 27 points the last time Indiana was in Atlanta, but has done virtually nothing tonight. And a credit to that Atlanta defense. Here's McDonald on the move to the left. Ari McDonald. Out front it comes to Aaliyah Boston, to Bonner on the right wing. Low right, Howard. Howard backs in. Lefty scoop. Got it. 60-48. Indiana crawls back to within 12 with 6:38 left. Here's Canada on the fly. A pitch out left corner. Coffee's 3. Bingo. Second 3-point field goal for Nia Coffee. And again, Indiana yet to hit a 3-point field goal in the second half tonight. They trail by 15. Here's McDonald's 3. That's no answer. Griner the rebound. Brittney Griner brings it up. Hands to Canada. Canada in the front court. Canada on the drive. In on McDonald and shoots it in. Nope. Offensive foul. With 6:06 remaining in the ball game. She cleared out with her left arm. 6:06 left. Atlanta 63, Indiana 48. And let's take a timeout. That's your score. Atlanta Dreams 63 and the Indiana Fever 48. We're back after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps,
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
All Atlanta right now, 63-48 is the score with 6:06 remaining in the ball game. Tonight's game presented by Invader Coffee, veteran-owned and unapologetically smooth. Invader Coffee delivers bold blends with zero compromise, no fillers, just premium air-roasted beans that hit harder than a game-winning buzzer beater. Start your mornings like a champion. Invade your cup with Invader Coffee. And if you go to invadercoffee.com and use the code Snowman, you will get 15% off of your order. Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And I think what's going on is a review. It's a replay review that is going on right now with Atlanta up by 15 and 6 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. The difference tonight has been the 1-2 punch of Brianna Jones and Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray has 25 and Brianna Jones has 23. And for a team that had no scoring off the bench in the first half, their starters have really picked things up. And the bench is coming to play in the second half, especially with Nia Coffey, the veteran from Northwestern, banging down 3 3-point field goals. Indiana ball down by 17, 65-48 as they put the basket on the board. They changed the call. They gave her a basket. No foul called. Colson out front. Over the top pass tipped and stolen by Griner. Looking to save it off of Aaliyah Boston and does. May need to wave the white flag on this one. Brittney Griner with a great play. 5:48 left in the ball game. Fever 65, Indiana 48. And that 2-game winning streak is about to come to an end for Indiana unless a miracle happens. Canada in the front court outside right. Canada dancing on the dribble, gives it to Griner out front. Back to Canada on the right wing. Canada back to Griner on the left side. Coffey. She's been the difference maker tonight. In the left corner, Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray holds and looks. Now pops a three. Rebound in the corner. Saved by Howard, but couldn't save it. She's out of bounds. .5:22 left in the ball game. 65-48 Atlanta. The 48 points represent the lowest point total so far by the Indiana Fever. In play to Coffee. Coffee on the drive to the free throw line. Out to Canada with a fresh shot clock. Left corner Coffee. Low left Griner. And a foul underneath on Aaliyah Boston. Lexie Hull back in, playing with 5 fouls. Dewana Bonner goes out. Bonner has not made a difference yet for Indiana. She started the first couple of games of the season, but has not started since the New York game and has not made a difference as of yet. Canada on the drive and on Aaliyah Boston. Out to Gray, low right Griner, fadeaway shot. Yep. Brittney Griner extends the lead to 19, 67-48. Under 5 to go in the ball game. Kelsey Mitchell turns on the dribble, got fouled thrice, no call. Now she drives in from the left, scoop layup blocked and cleared by Coffee, and here they come on the run. Canada trying to save it, does to Coffee in the corner, on the cut to Gray, out to Howard, a three-pointer, no. Long rebound out of bounds, it'll belong to Indiana. Ay. You may be right, Mark. Maybe time to turn the lights out on this one. 4:25 left. 6 points in the fourth quarter for the Indiana Fever. Only 9 in the third. Low for Howard. Howard chased out by Griner. Howard into the lane. Shot blocked by Griner. Foul called on Brittney Griner. Let me repeat a stat again. Indiana has only scored 6 points in this fourth quarter. They only scored 9 in the third. After 33 in the first half, knew it was going to be a low-scoring game, but didn't think it would be this low. Six points and then 26 and 11 tonight for Natasha Howard as she makes the first free throw, making it 67-49. Walker Kimbrough is in. Ryan Howard is out. So new players on the floor for Atlanta. Howard takes a deep breath, offers the second free throw, no good. And the rebound by Nas Hillman. They've been beat to the boards all night. Gray brings it up. And they have to take this kind of game, look at it, and get it out of their mind because the champs are coming to Indianapolis on Saturday. And it may be the return of Caitlin Clark. Ball on the floor, jump ball. We're going to go to Houston after this game as they have completed the fourth inning as the White Sox lead the West Division champion Astros 4-1. .357 left, 67-49. Indiana trails in this ball game. And the tip is controlled by Atlanta, but it's stolen by Indiana, but we get a foul on Atlanta. Bonner's not living up to the hype. Not at all, Mark. Not at all. And they said before the season she'd be a big signing for them. Sophie Cunningham, I believe, is, but she's out with an injury. And I believe they're both due back on Saturday. You got to wipe a game like this out of your mind, especially the second half. And get ready for New York, who is blowing out Chicago right now. Ari McDonald to the free throw line. 3:55 remaining in the ball game. Free throw number 1, in and out. And it's been that kind of night. They're toward the end of the third quarter in Brooklyn, and the champs leave the Skies 70-42. McDonald again, good. 67-50 and 3:55 remaining in the game. Walker Kimbrough to Hillman. Underneath to Jones. Back out Walker Kimbrough. Coffey's 3. Good night. The lead is 20 for the Atlanta Dream. Howard backs in on Coffey. Turns, shoots, and scores. 70-52 and 3:20 left. In terms of three-point shooting, Atlanta started 0 for 10. Since then, they have been 4 of 7, and Nia Coffey has 3 of those. Another 3 for Coffey. No. And the rebound to Brianna Jones, out to Ryan Howard. She misses a 3. Rebound tip twice. Comes down to Atlanta, and a foul called on Ari McDonald. Stephanie White vehemently disagrees with the foul call. Foul line extended left. They look to come in at the free throw line. Hillman. Coffey back to Hillman. They dump it to Jones. Stripped. Stolen by Howard. And Howard is fouled with 2:52 left. And that'll lead us to our final timeout of the evening. 2:52 remaining in the game. Atlanta walking away with their 6th win of the year. Indiana will drop to 4-5 on the year. 2:52 left. Atlanta 71, Indiana 52. Back after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
71-52, Atlanta with the lead as they've gone to the fourth quarter in New York, and the Liberty lead by 30 in that game. Natasha Howard will head to the free throw line. Howard gets ready, offers the first one, good. Missed free throws, offensive rebounds, everything has played a factor in tonight's loss. Atlanta is indeed strolling away with this one, and that started in the third quarter when they held the Fever to 9 third quarter points. When Atlanta outscored the Fever 23-9 in the third quarter, that's it. Here's a Howard three. Nope. Tipped out of bounds. It goes to Indiana. Aaliyah Boston has it in the front court off to the right. And a foul on Walker Kimbrough. Actually, they give that foul to Ryan Howard. Kelsey Mitchell to the free throw line. First free throw here, good. 71-54. 2:24 left in the ball game. Second attempt on the way, no good. Rebound Naz Hillman, hands to Alicia Gray. And we get a substitution timeout. Atlanta has it in the front court, 71-54 with 2:08 left. Hillman dances on the dribble, a pow three, and she banked it in. Turn out the lights. Tahina Pow with her first points of the game, and the lead is back up to 20 with 1:55 left. Mitchell dancing on the dribble in the corner. Fakes, dumps it low to Howard. Howard turns, shoots, and missed it. Rebound, Alicia Gray with 1:40 left. You got to wipe this kind of game out if you're the Indiana Fever. And get ready for New York on Saturday, and New York is on an absolute tear. They're busy becoming 9-0 right now. Here's Pow on the move, all the way to the hoop, missed it. Jones rebound, foul called. Players of the game will be Alicia Gray for Atlanta, with an extra vote to Nia Coffey, who came in and sparked their three-point shooting. And for Indiana, we're gonna give this award to Leah Boston. .112 left in the ball game. Brianna Turner on for Indiana. And they have it in play to Turner. McDonald slipped, but a foul called. 1:03 left in the ball game, and it's all Atlanta, 74-54. And again, I'll say the 54 points represent the lowest scoring total of the season so far. Free throw, good. So this sting of a double-digit loss should fire Indiana up for Saturday. Second free throw, good. First time they've made 2 free throws all night. Right to the hoop goes Walker Kimbrough, and she lays it in. 45 seconds left. Atlanta by 20. Here's Colson from 18. Rebound, Nia Coffey. And Coffey's fouled with 38.9 seconds left. Frank Armstrong here. The Fever can beat bad teams and most of the time, but rarely good teams. This team is not a good team, even with Caitlin Clark. I'm going to differ on that. Because they've dealt at a minus with injury at the start of the season, not having Sophie Cunningham available for the first couple of games. I think they're going to put it together. Free throw no good for Nia Coffey. I think they're going to put it together. And besides, with this one out of the way, that's 9 games in, and you have 35 games left in the season. Remember how they started last year, 0-8, before they got their first win of the year? And then they get a break, and then the second half, they just rolled. They're going to roll again. We got a loose ball foul on Tahina Pau with 30.3 seconds left. So I believe they can put it together. It's just going to take them getting healthy, taking care of the basketball, and also just playing ball the right way. Free throw good for McDonald. Makes it 77-57. This team, Frank, is a good team. So I will vehemently argue against, I should say, what you're saying. This team is a good team with Caitlin Clark. I believe they can put something together and go on a run. They just need to get healthy. They need to control the turnovers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that. Ball game over. Your final score, the Atlanta Dream 77 and the Indiana Fever 58, as the White Sox lead the Astros 4-1. They're in the bottom of the 5th of that game. We'll wrap this broadcast up here in a few minutes.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner.
Go. Excellent. Soccer. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Final score, Atlanta 77 and Indiana 58. Not a good night for the Indiana Fever, shooting-wise, rebound-wise, and any other wise you can think of. And before I go any further, I got to send a shout-out to one of my dearest friends, and Cole Johnson, the fellow who created the opening for Snowman in the Morning and many other openings, who got me into doing my own video editing. He lost his grandmother recently, and he is preparing for her funeral. I know he's going to be away from the microphone and from doing content for a bit. And I want to say to you, Cole, please take care of yourself. Be there for your family whenever you're ready to come back. We will all for you. We love you. We miss you. But take care of yourself first. Get yourself right first, my man. I know how it feels to lose a grandparent and a parent, and unfortunately, in my case, also a child. So you just take care of yourself and take as much time as you need. I'll end on that note. Final score once again: Atlanta 77 and Indiana 58. And if y'all happen to see Cole Johnson online, do me a favor and show him some love, will you please? He's going through a very, very, very rough time right now. And he just needs all the love he can get. All right. Thanks, folks, and good night.